Well, hello there. We're here again. And time for an update. Well, this is the mess that I call my living room. There's my nice new TV. I've got a bookcase up here now. Not sure what I'm going to stick in this corner yet. Might stick a plant in there, might stick a tall unit in there, don't know. Under the window, I want to stick a nice big chair. And against this wall, I'm going to put a bookcase. I'm going to make this into my reading nook now. So, there's the sofa. It's now up against where the radiator is. TV does look pretty sweet from here. That's pretty sweet. Now, it's not central, but the reason it's not central is because then it would be off-centre from the sofa. And if it was off-centre from the sofa, look at the gap between the wall and the sofa there. So that's where that's situated. Now I've been doing a bit of organising. There's a lot of boxes around because, well, that's the way it is. Computer is on that table. That's temporary. In those boxes over there, there is a an L-shaped desk. Now the L-shaped desk is going to go under the stairs. So it'll be here, like so. Computer there. That'll give me space to put like maybe a small table here and a chair here to make this into an L-shaped seating area. And with this space, I'm thinking bookcases. Bookcases, plenty of bookcases. I may even remove that radiator. I haven't decided yet. So that's that. That's the plan. The kitchen hasn't changed at all. The kitchen's still the same, with the exception of the fridge is now actually where I said I was going to put it, which is right here. Now, I would show you the upstairs. Hasn't changed with the exception of one unfortunate incident, which I'm going to attempt to document. I'm not going to go too far up. And this is where the chimney caved in. You see the huge holes in the ceiling there. I'm not going to go into the room because it's not safe. Bricks everywhere. I am very, very lucky that I wasn't in the room at the time. I'm not going to go into the bedroom because what's happened is one of the chimney stacks collapsed and came through the ceiling. And there's another chimney stack exactly the same on the other side, which if that collapsed would fall into the bedroom. So it's not safe to go in there, so I'm not going to. They're going to need to do a lot of repair work there. Now, normally that would mean that I would be going to a hotel or temporary accommodation of some kind, but apparently that's not doable. FaceTime. Hello everyone, this is my ugly mug. So, apparently it's not feasible for me to be put into a hotel or anything like that because the agency does not keep money on file for this kind of thing. The landlord currently has COVID, which is awkward, and I stupidly paid the rent, so I'm skint. Literally, that's actually a stupid thing I did, because they did say if you needed to temporarily go into a hotel, have you paid the rent yet? You could use the rent, pay, and use, then we'll work something out from there, but I've already paid it and it's already gone to the account. It would take 5 days to get back to me, so I'm skint at the moment. So obviously I can't sleep in the bedroom, and it's going to be a struggle to get to the bathroom, but I'm going to bear with it because I'm going to have to be able to go to the toilet at some point. I'm just going to avoid going as much as possible. So that leaves me with one option really. I can't go to a hotel, I don't have anywhere else to go at the moment, and I'm completely skint. I don't get any more money for another week. So, this sofa is now my new bed. I don't have any pillows or anything like that, so I'm going to maybe risk going into the bedroom and grabbing the pillows off the bed quickly. I'm not going to sleep in there because that would be stupid, but if I'm standing and just grabbing a couple of pillows, I can probably manage that without too much trouble. If the ceiling suddenly starts to sag, I'll fucking leg it. But I'm going to take the cushions off this sofa. I'm going to lay them on the floor, and that's going to be my bed for the next few days. Not ideal, but it's better than nothing. And honestly, it's not going to be so bad. Like, I could make out as though this is some terrible situation that I'm in, but it's really not. I'm very, very lucky. Like, we've just seen how many bricks and how much plaster was there. That was a lot. That was at least a dozen bricks. Actually, way more than that. It was more like 20 or 30 bricks. There was a lot there. So, if that had fallen on me while I was asleep, I'd be dead. That's just the way it is. I would be simply dead. That little room has no furniture in. I haven't moved anything in yet, because the plan for that little room was going to become my exercise room. Because the gym hasn't reopened, I was planning at the end of this month to buy a recumbent exercise bike and stick it in that little room. I budgeted for it. It would have worked out fine. At the end of this month, I would have enough money left over to be able to afford one. I've even picked out the brand. It's in my Amazon basket, ready to buy. So if this had happened a few weeks later, I'd have had an exercise bike in there, and I'd have been using the room somewhat regularly. The last 3 days, I've gone into that room for 15 minutes to do some basic sit-ups. Not much, but just a little bit, because I wanted to assign that as the exercise station. Like, crossing the boundaries of that room is how I mentally prepare and go, exercise mode. So, that was the plan. I was planning to do some exercise in that room this morning. I was going to go in that room at 9 o'clock and do 15 minutes of exercise. Four and a half hours earlier, the ceiling collapsed. I'd only have needed to wait another 4.5 hours, and I would have been lying on the floor, right there. I could be angry. I could be blaming the landlord. I could be blaming the agency. I could be screaming at them, going, I'm entitled to compensation. I'm entitled to this. You need to put me up in a hotel. You need to look after me and all that. But what's that going to achieve, really? I don't mind roughing it in the living room on the floor for a bit. Let's face it, it's hardly roughing it. I've been homeless before I've actually slept on the streets. Sleeping on the living room floor is not a big deal. And I've told the landlord, well, I've told the agency to tell the landlord that I'm going to remain in the house and stay in the living room, and given that I'm not going to be presenting bills for hotels and things like that, if he's willing to dock a little off the rent for a while, then I'd appreciate the gesture. But at the very least, it saves us all a load of hassle. I think it's the best way. Because honestly, I like this place. It's a nice little house. It's a nice little house, and it's quickly in. Honestly, less than 2 weeks I've been living here. 9 days I've been living here. And it already feels like home. I don't want to leave. I like it here. It's a nice place, it's a fair price, it's all the space I need. I don't mind waiting until the repairs are done. I'm not that bothered. And I hope that the landlord manages to get it done well, and that the insurance pays out, and that he's not out of pocket, because I struggled to find a place. And when no one else would even give me a chance, because as soon as I said I was on disability, I'm reliant on benefits, they would stop returning my calls. He gave me that chance. He let me move in. Now I'm paying rent. It's a fair exchange. But it's not the point. When everyone else acts like an arsehole, it kind of gives you a license to do the same. So the fact that one landlord, out of all of them, was prepared to actually let me sign a tenancy agreement in the first place means I don't want to let him down. And I don't want to sting him for everything he's got. I don't want to put in for huge compensation claims. I'm not going to claim I'm traumatised. It was a horrific experience. It sounded like a bomb had gone off in the room next to me. It was terrifying. I was shaking for hours. It was horrible. But I'll get over it. It's not his fault. It's no one's fault. Well, it's maybe someone's fault. Whoever did the shoddy job putting the chimney stacks up and didn't put a proper support in, whatever, it's that person's fault. But who knows who that is even. I'm happy here. I'm going to set up a couple of couch cushions on the floor. I'm going to lie down. I'm going to read my book. I'm going to watch some TV on my massive 55-inch TV. I'm going to play a bit of PlayStation. And I'm going to be absolutely fine. Yeah, I don't get me comfy bed for a few days. And I'm going to have some workmen traipse through my house while they fix the ceiling. Shit happens. At least I didn't die. Till next time. Thanks for watching.